Well, welcome back. Just wanted to show you that, well, I'm basically done with all the work here that I had to do on the belt, and as you can see, uh, well, I hid most of the rig already, but it's working, and you can test it out, grabbing any of these controls and moving them around, and everything works really, really well. And I also wanted to show you, I changed quite a bit the look of the rig. And the reason is I wanted to make it a lot simpler in the scene and easier to understand. So I changed quite a few things, as you can notice. First thing, I changed our cube shapes for the F key controls into these more like joint looking or bone looking shapes that you see here. So that simplifies the rig quite a bit in the viewport. It's still the same. You can still grab these guys, and it operates in the same way. I only changed the display properties for it, and I color coded things. The caveat is that since these connection lines are only drawn between parents and children, you don't get one for the last joint because, well, it has no child. But if this bothers you, you can just create a new locator, match it, make it a child of this last control, move it downwards, and you'll get a connecting line. You just have to set the display properties accordingly. In my case, I'm not really bothered by this, but then again, it would be mostly the animator who would decide how he wants to use the rig. What else do we have? I also, as you can see, made the colors more uniform. Now everything matches. It was kind of random before, so I color code things by side most of the time. I also wired these guys display size over to our scale control over here because some of them were not wired. So now when I scale the rig, these guys scale accordingly too. And we also have our filters here for the face controls and the head controls. We can turn those on, and we just have to click again on this guy to force a refresh in the viewport. And as you can see, I also color coded the controls for the face and the head of the character, so it's easier to understand also what you're grabbing and what's going on. Maybe I could make the color differences a little bit more obvious for each side, but I will leave that up to you too. And that's pretty much it. I think we're done with our friend here. This rig is finished. Well, not really finished. The rigs are never finished. They're just sent to production the way they are because there's no more time. That's what happens actually. We could continue adding more things to this rig, and some of the setups that we did, some were pretty involved, like the belt rig. Some were more basic and straightforward, like our face setup. It was actually kind of basic, just with a few controls. It can be made a lot more complex, but I guess you got the idea of how to do that on your own. It's the same mechanics, just keep adding joints onto the face where you need them, and create the appropriate influences for those joints and the controls, and you can add more morphs to your face too. You can take this as far as you want. It's basically the same. So I guess that all I want to say is our rig is basically done for the purpose of this course. I hope you learned probably a few new things that you can apply to your own characters. If you were new to rigging characters, I hope this course helped you understand what's the thought process and some of the tools used behind creating a character rig that can do quite a bit. This guy is fairly capable. So I'm gonna leave you with that. I wish you the best in your rigging endeavors, and I hope you can take this to other types of characters too. Because I mean, once you've rigged a bipedal character, you can probably apply all your knowledge to other types of characters. So keep rigging, and I hope you enjoyed the course. And I'll be seeing you around somewhere, maybe in the public forums. Who knows? Take care. Bye.